Hello, sixth graders. This is Miss Hughes teaching you your 8.2 lesson today. The target we are working on is I can find the surface area of a prism. And the two prisms we're going to be focusing on today are going to be a triangular prism and a rectangular prism, which is very similar to a square prism, but we'll just focus on the rectangular prism and the triangular prism. First up, a couple vocabulary words. So the surface area of a solid is the sum of the areas of all of its faces. And you've been working on making nets for the last few days, so you know that a rectangular prism is made up of 6 different rectangles, and we're going to need to find the area of each of those different rectangles in order to find the surface area. And you've also been working on the word net, and that is a two-dimensional representation of the solid. So you can see that pictured right there. I have found a short little video that I'm going to show you that will hopefully help you to understand the surface area.
Surface area, the InstructaBeats way, making math concepts child's play. First you gotta know your mission, know the definition of surface area. The total area of all the sides of a three-dimensional object. The total area of all the sides of a three-dimensional object. Take your rectangular prism and break it down to the 6 sides that make it up. The formula of area is a guide. Find the area of each side. Take what you find and add them up for the sum. You find the surface area all day. Take what you find and add them up for the sum. You find the surface area all day. Let's say you have a present you want to wrap, but in your closet you only have scraps. How many squares are you gonna need to cover your box? You know it's 3D. Take your rectangular prism and break it down to the 6 sides that make it up. The formula of area is a guide. Find the area of each side. Take what you find and add them up for the sum. You find the surface area all day. Take what you find and add them up for the sum. You find the surface area all day.
All right, hopefully you appreciated that little musical interlude for this lesson today. So first shape we're going to focus on is the rectangular prism. And you know on a rectangular prism, you have a top and a bottom that are the exact same shape and size. You have a front and a back, which are the exact same shape and size. And then you have a left and a right that are going to be the exact same shape and size. So if you unfold a rectangular prism, you can see that we have a net that looks like this. Top and bottom are the same, left and right are the same, back and front are the same. And they're all in the shape of rectangles, and we know the area of a rectangle is length times width, or for this one it would be length times height. So looking at example 1, I know that I have to find the area of the top and bottom, the front and back, and the 2 sides. So first I start with this little guide here and I write down top, bottom, front, back, side, side. And that kind of gives me a guide for what I need to focus on for each part. So first the top is a rectangle that is 7 times 4, so 7 times 4 is 28. Well, luckily the bottom is those exact same measurement, so 7 times 4 would also give me 28. Now the front here would be dimensions of 7 times 3, which is 21. And of course the back would have the exact same dimension, so 7 times 3 is 21. Now I just have the left and the right side to take care of. The side has a dimension of 4 times 3, so 4 times 3 would give me 12. And the other side would also be 4 times 3, which is 12 as well. Now the video said add all these up, and you can do that, but I can make it go a little bit faster by taking 2 times 28 plus 2 times 21 plus 2 times 12. So 2 times 28 is 56, 2 times 21 is 42, and 2 times 12 is 24. And when I add those numbers together, I get 122 inches squared. So as you can see for surface area, it does take some effort to find the answer. You're not just going to be able to look at two numbers, multiply them together, and get your answer. You're going to have to do some steps to get the answer. And we have put guides there to help you, but you have to persevere to get to the answer. So if you would like to pause the video and do these ones on your own, you can. All right, to check these ones to see how you did. So first up, finding the surface area of the rectangular prism. So you can see I put the guide here, top, bottom, front, back, left, right. Well, the top and the bottom would have an area of 6 times 9, and 6 times 9 is 54, so the top and bottom would both be 54. The front would be 9 times 5, which is 40, and the front and the back would be exactly the same. Oops, 9 times 5 is 45, excuse me. Then the left and the right would be 6 times 5, which is 30, and of course that would be the same for the left and the right. So then that takes me to 2 times 54 plus 2 times 45 plus 2 times 30. So 108 plus 90 plus 60, you should get an answer of 258 meters squared. All right, next one. Again, I have my little guide here. Top, bottom, front, back, left, right. The top and the bottom would be 5 times 5, which of course is 25, and the bottom would be the same. The front here would be 5 times 6.5, and that is 32.5. And of course, the front and the back would have the exact same measurements. Now the left and the right would also be 5 times 6.5 because of the shape of this rectangular prism. So the left and right also has an area of 32.5. So then to simplify my answer, I have to do 2 times 25 for these two, 2 times 32.5 for those two, and 2 times 32.5 for those two. That gives me 50 plus 65 plus 65, and that gives me an answer of 180. Last one here. Again, I have a guide here. Top, bottom, front, back, left, right. So the top and the bottom would be 8 times 10, which is of course 80. So top is 80, bottom is 80. The front and back would be 8 times 3.5 because this measure here would be 3.5, and that gives me 28. So the front and the back would both be 28. The left and the right would be 10 times 3.5, which is 35, and that would be the same for the left and the right. So then I can do 2 times 80 plus 2 times 28 plus 2 times 35. And you get 160 plus 56 plus 70, which when you add those together, you should get 286 feet squared. Now I know that this is a challenging problem to solve. When you have to find the surface area of a rectangular prism, you have to think about all these different surfaces. But finding the area of each of the surfaces isn't too tough. It's just multiplying the two numbers together. But then once you get the area of all the different surfaces, and there should be 6 of them, then add them together, and that's how you're going to get your final surface area answer. I know you can do it. Just please use the guide here to help model how you're going to answer the question so you know how to go to getting the answer. Second shape we're going to talk about is the triangular prism. Now the triangular prism is a little bit different because it is made up of 3 different sized rectangles. So we're going to have to find the area of each of those rectangles separately because they're not typically the same. But then we do have triangles here, and those 2 triangles are the exact same measure. So if we look at another picture here, here would be my triangular prism. If we unfold it, that would be what my net would look like. These 2 triangles would be the same, but those 3 rectangles would each be a different size. So looking at my example here, I write down bottom, front, back, side, side. And that's the guide that I'm going to use to find each of these parts. So first I start with the bottom. And the bottom is a rectangle that is 12 times 8, which is 96. Then I focus on my front. My front is a triangle. So the area of a triangle is 12 times 5 divided by 2. Now luckily my back triangle is that exact same measurement, so I just do the exact same thing for my back measurement area. 12 times 5 divided by 2 is 30. Then I look at this side, and that's another rectangle. 8 times 5 would give me 40. And then my last one would be this side here, which would be 13 times 5, which gives me 104. Then I need to add all those sides together. So 96 plus 2 times 30, because I have a front and back triangle, plus 40 for this side, plus 104 for this side. And when I add all those numbers together, I should get a surface area of 300 centimeters squared. All right, you can pause the video and answer these two on your own. All right, to check through these two. So again, bottom, front, back, side, side. Bottom would be 4 times 4, which is 16. Front would be 4 times 3 divided by 2, which is 6, and the back would be that exact same thing. This side here would be 5 times 4, which is 20, and this side back here would be 3 times 4, which is 12. Then I add those numbers together. 16 plus 2 times 6 plus 20 plus 12 gives me 60 yards squared. Check your answer, see if you got the same thing. Second example here. So again, bottom, front, back, side, side. The bottom would be 16 times 9, which is 144. The front and back would be 16 times 6 divided by 2, which is 48, and then again 48 on the back. This side here would be 9 times 10, which is 90. This side over here would actually be the same shape. It would be 9 times 10, which is 90. So then to add all those numbers together, we would do 144 plus 2 times 48 plus 2 times 90, which gives you 420 meters squared. Next up is a real-life application. What is the least amount of fabric needed to make this tent? Well, you can see that the tent is in the shape of a triangular prism. So I have a triangle here, a triangle that's the exact same shape on the back, and then I have 3 triangles going around. Now, or excuse me, 3 rectangles going around. A rectangle here, and a rectangle on the bottom. So I'm going to use this guide, bottom, front and back, side and side. So my bottom would be 7 times 6, which is 42. My front and back would be 6 times 4 divided by 2. That would be 6, but I need 6 on the front and on the back. My side here would be 7 times 5, which is 35. And my side over here would be 7 times 5, which is 35 again. Then I would add all of those numbers together. So 42 plus 12 plus 12 plus 35 plus 35. Or again, I can make it a little bit shorter by doing 42 plus 2 times 12 plus 2 times 35. Well, 2 times 12 is 24. 2 times 35 is 70. So then I add those 3 numbers together, I should get 136 feet squared. So again, when you are solving rectangular prisms, use these as a guide. Top, bottom, front, back, left, right. When you are solving triangular prisms, you should use this as the guide. Bottom, front, and back, and these are going to be the exact same, and then side and side. Sometimes the sides are the same, sometimes those 2 sides are not the same, but you just have to depend on the triangular prism that is given to you. Make sure you use these words as a guide. Every time you come to a problem, think, is it a rectangular prism? If it is, then write down these words and find the area of each of those. Is it a triangular prism? If it is, then write down these words and find each of those parts. Then once you've found each of those parts, then you add them up and that gives you the surface area of the prism that you are working with. So today's homework assignment is of course going to be on bigideasmath.com. I'm thinking it's going to be from page 364 to 365. It should be in the upcoming tab, and problems will most likely be number 6 through 14 even. Remember, if you have any questions or if you need to watch this video again, you can just replay it just like you do every other video on YouTube that you see, and you can pause it whenever you need to make sure you understand what's happening in the lesson. Thanks for watching.